Warning: if you are against the consumptive use and the ethical harvest of fur-bearing animals, please leave this channel now. This is no place for pansies, sissies, or crybabies. Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. So guys, I think I got a good one for you today, and I hope it helps some of you and maybe opens a few eyes too. I see this question quite often, and I see some of the pictures and stuff on Facebook, and I hear this question a lot. At a dirt hole set, what is the right measurements for the trap? And you'll get a dozen different answers, 10 back and 3 to the left, or 9 back and 4 to the right, or anything like that. I mean, you'll hear all kinds of things. But the one question that nobody ever asks is, where is the trap placement in direct correlation with the angle of the dirt hole? And to me, that's pretty important. But you never hear that question. You never hear it. You never see it. You never hear it asked. So I think I'm going to try to go over some of this with you today. Not saying that what I'm going to tell you is absolute 100% way that it has to be done. This is just some of my observations and some of the way that some of the things that I've seen and where I believe the trap should go in correlation to the angle of the dirt hole. So let's flip this camera around and let's get started here. All right, guys, so I'm not going to go to the work of digging a bunch of dirt holes. I'm just not going to do it today. It's a little brisk out here on top of this knob, and let's just get this information out there to you. So here we go. Here's a dirt hole, kind of a punch-in wobble hole set kind of thing but you can see. Let me get off the side here so you can actually see the angle of that dirt hole. All right, so the angle of that dirt hole, we're up there pretty good, pretty straight. We're close to probably a 60, 65 degree angle. The thing you need to do is get down on that coyote's level. A lot of guys don't stop and do that. And same way with fox, you need to get down on their level so that you can actually see what's going on. We know that if we stand way back here, we cannot see what's down in that dirt hole, okay? So here we are. All right, there's 8 inches to my thumb from the edge of the dirt hole back. There's 8 inches. If that coyote pan centers, and if that trap is here at 8 inches back, he can almost tip up to look and see what's in that dirt hole. All right, but let's pull that out of the way there so we got a better idea. If we come up here a little closer, because you got to stop and think where his paws are going to be and where his nose are going to be. His nose is going to be right in that hole. Fingertips right there. We are about, about 4 inches actually to pan center with the correlation of the dirt hole. So the more steep the angle, the steeper the angle of the hole, the closer I feel you should be to the hole. Now, if we come back over here and we punch one in at almost a 45, pretty close to it anyway. Now we kind of understand that coyote and that red fox can stand back a little farther and see what's down in that hole if there's anything. So, the more of an angle you are, the further back I believe your trap should be. And you guys have seen me put enough of these sets in demonstration purposes that I like to be not off to the left or off to the right, but I want to be straight back, dug down really deep to channel, to guide that foot where I want it, okay? You guys have seen me do that a tremendous amount of times on these videos. So that's why you'll see me dig way down deep and dig that dirt hole straight back into the wall that I've created as I've dug that trench. Dig straight back. Now with that dirt hole straight back, I know I need to be back 12, 14, 16 inches, somewhere in there pan center. And I believe if you'll stop and really think about it and actually look and get down on their level where they're at to see what's going on in your dirt holes, and start looking with eyes that see instead of just looking with your eyes, I think you'll find out that I might be onto something here, and maybe you can come up with your own conclusions. And if you find a measurement that's working for you and it's catching for you, then by all means keep doing it. That's what you want to do. Just keep pouring it to them. In the words of my friend Andy Weiser, just keep pouring it to them till it don't work anymore, then do something different. But I really think, guys, if you'll stop and look and start playing around with some angles, lure them up out in your yard and get your dogs out there and get to see, watch where he puts his feet. Watch where it is his feet are in correlation to the angle of the hole and where his nose is. And you'll learn a whole pile of bunch right there just by doing those couple little things. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and cut this video here. I think there's some pretty good information in there if you choose to use it. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in to watch, and if you would please just hit that thumbs up for me. That's all I'm asking. I want to remind everybody that May 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we are putting on another clinic this year. We're going to try to do 2 of them if the weather and if time permits. We'll do one this spring. We'll try to do another one later on in the fall. I'm going to put you up. I'm going to feed you. Cost is $1,000 for 2.5 days of instructions. We'll cover water animals on one day. We'll do predators the next day. Sunday, we'll kind of go back over some things that maybe we need to go back over and kind of do a little review of things. And the guys that came last year had a great time. Everybody was very satisfied. Everybody was very happy with what they got. So anyway, get a hold of me if you would like to come. I do require a $250 non-refundable deposit just to hold your spot for you. For $1,000, it's a pretty cheap deal, really, guys. And like, your education doesn't cost you; it actually pays you in the long run. You have to stop and ask yourself what your education's worth. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Thanks again. Thanks for everything you do for my channel. Once again, this is Dale Billingsley with another one. Signing out.